The Austrian School of Economics champions free markets and limited government. It argues that individual choices and voluntary exchanges are the best drivers of prosperity. This school of thought sees government intervention as disruptive and harmful to the natural order of the market. One prominent figure within the Austrian school is Hans-Hermann Hoppe. He takes these ideas even further, advocating for a stateless society. Hoppe believes that societies can function more efficiently and fairly without a central governing body. Hoppe's vision relies heavily on the principles of private property rights and voluntary cooperation. He envisions a world where individuals and communities govern themselves through agreements and contracts rather than top-down mandates. This decentralized approach, according to Hoppe, allows for greater individual freedom and economic prosperity. It eliminates the need for coercive taxation and allows communities to tailor their own rules and regulations. Hoppe is well known for his controversial statement, "Taxation is theft." He believes that governments, by their very nature, rely on coercion to fund their operations. When governments collect taxes, they are taking money from citizens without their explicit consent. In a truly free market, Hoppe argues all transactions should be voluntary. Individuals should have the right to choose how they spend their money without being forced to support a system they may not agree with. Hoppe views taxation as a violation of property rights. Just as it's considered wrong for an individual to steal from another, he believes it is equally wrong for a government to forcibly take a portion of someone's earnings. This stance on taxation is a fundamental part of Hoppe's vision for a stateless society. He believes that without the burden of coercive taxation, individuals would be freer to pursue their own economic interests and engage in mutually beneficial exchanges. Hoppe's vision of a stateless society isn't about chaos or lawlessness. Instead, it relies on the power of decentralized organizations to provide essential services and maintain order. These organizations, operating outside of government control, would emerge naturally through voluntary agreements and contracts. Imagine a world where private companies compete to provide security, legal services, and even social safety nets. Individuals could choose the providers that best suit their needs and values. This competitive environment would encourage innovation and efficiency. Without a government monopoly, service providers would need to constantly improve and adapt to meet the demands of their customers. We are already seeing glimpses of this decentralized future in the rise of cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology, and decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs. These innovations offer alternatives to traditional centralized systems and demonstrate the potential for self-governance in a digital age. While Hoppe's vision of a stateless society might sound appealing to those who value individual liberty, it raises important questions about social dynamics, particularly for women. In a world without a government safety net, how would women fare? Historically, women have often been reliant on government programs for social support, particularly in areas like childcare, healthcare, and protection against domestic violence. The absence of these programs could leave women more vulnerable. In a stateless society, women would need to negotiate their own security and well-being through private contracts and agreements. This could create new challenges and potentially exacerbate existing inequalities. Critics argue that a stateless society could disproportionately impact women, especially those who are already marginalized or facing economic hardship. They worry that without the protections and support systems provided by a government, women could be left behind.